This podcast is presented to you by UN Information Office in Uzbekistan. On Friday, the 13th of January 2012, the United Nations Information Office in Tashkent hosted its first UN Fridays event of the new year. This event, part of the UN Fridays series, which has been hosted by UNO every 2 weeks since its creation in mid-2011, attracted 70 Tashkent residents, media representatives, UN staff and members of the greater public. This UN Friday event has two purposes. Firstly, to announce the winners of the annual Ask the UN in Uzbekistan Your Question competition, and secondly, to introduce the screening of a series of United Nations Development Program documentaries highlighting the work undertaken to protect Uzbekistan's environment while supporting its rural populations. The annual Ask the UN in Uzbekistan Your Question competition, which was first held by UNO Tashkent in 2008, has this year received a particularly strong response. The competition invites the greater public to submit questions regarding the UN's operations both in Uzbekistan and around the world, of which UNO selects the best 10 to answer. These answers are then delivered by UN representatives at the end of the competition, and the submitters of these questions are given prizes. This year's competition has attracted over 100 questions submitted via email and Facebook, which have addressed matters including human rights, global conflict, and human development. The magnitude of this response has made selecting the 10 best submissions a challenging task. By providing the answers to these questions during the upcoming UN Friday, it is hoped that the participating guests will leave with a greater understanding of how the UN functions and the importance of its work. The upcoming UN Friday will also feature the screening of the UNDP documentary Achieving Ecosystem Stability on Degraded Land in Karakalpakstan and the Kızılkum Desert, which presents an overview of the problems faced in the regions and the techniques used to address them. This film highlights one of the UNDP's priorities in Uzbekistan, protecting fragile environments while supporting local populations. After screening this film, UNO will detail the upcoming series of documentaries, which will be presented over the coming months. To learn more, please visit www.un.uz on Facebook, Unique Tashkent.